Author Barbara Cutrera here to talk about my latest release, Under Her Skin. This is the fourth book in the Limitless series. It's also the shortest book so far in the Limitless series. The next book, Brainstorm, is much, much longer. But this is a great little book. I have to say that, of course. But I really do think so. And so far, readers have agreed. This is the story of Everton and Citrine. Everton and his daughter Ava have actually appeared in books 2 and 3 of this series as supporting characters. But in this book, Everton is the main male character. He is in his 40s. He's going through a midlife crisis. He's also having to deal with a surprise announcement by Ava about her sexual orientation. They've always been very close because her mother died when she was a baby, and so he raised her as a single parent, and he's just shocked by this announcement and upset, and he loves her, so he's trying to deal with it and be accepting, but he's struggling. So he ends up at his neighbor Citrine's. She owns a hair salon and runs it out of her home. The neighborhood they live in is a neighborhood called Village of the Arts here in Bradenton, Florida. And there are a lot of shops and houses, old houses, and a lot of businesses are run out of the homes. And sometimes people also live in those homes. And that's what happens with Citrine. So he goes to her because he wants a change. He's had cornrows forever, and he's like, I just need a change. Maybe I just do something with my hair. And she says, I love your hair. I think you're really sexy like this. And he's like, okay, because he's always been sort of attracted to her ever since they were introduced the previous year. So as they begin to date, get together, however you want to put it, they find out that they do have this strong attraction, but it's not instant love. It's not head over heels, oh my God, everything is, blinding me love. Because he's in his mid-40s and she's around 30, and, they're beyond that. They're not into the, oh my God, sort of a thing. So, not that you can't fall in love like that when you're middle-aged, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I digress. Everton and Citrine start to date, but they agree they're going to take it slowly because Everton really, really loved his wife. He was very young when they fell in love, and she got pregnant. And they married, not because she was pregnant alone. They were also just very much in love. And when she died, he just never wanted anyone else. So for all those years, he's been alone. Now he finds that he really is enjoying being with Citrine. He really likes her company, and he can think of her in a romantic way, which is something that hasn't happened to him since his first wife died. And he also discovers that Citrine has her own baggage. She has a blood disorder called von Willebrand disease, which is actually the most common bleeding disorder, but most people don't know that. Most people think it's hemophilia, but it's actually von Willebrand, or VWD. So he learns about that. Being a paramedic, it's easier for him to learn about that and appreciate that as opposed to someone who doesn't have any medical training. So he's very interested in that. He wants to understand more, and so that is a part of their relationship. But that's not the only thing Citrine's been keeping from her neighbors. Her past is quite troubled. Some things happened when she was a young girl that she herself was totally shocked when she was a teenager to find out from the FBI that basically her life had been a lie. So she opens up to Everton about these things, and he shares things with her. They're also playful. In this relationship, neither of them has really allowed themselves to be playful with another partner before because of their own issues. So, well, in Everton's case, he hasn't dated anyone since his wife's death, but they've never allowed this to happen. So they find that they're very, very comfortable with each other, and their romance develops, but there is a crisis, of course, towards the end of the book, and you wonder, okay, are they going to decide to go ahead with this relationship? Are they going to stick it out? What is the end result going to be? So if you would like to find out, of course, you have to read Under Her Skin and see. I will tell you that readers have told me that the very last line in the book is just perfect for Everton and Citrine, but you cannot skip ahead when you buy this book and read the very last sentence first, because it won't make any sense if you haven't read the actual novel before. So check out Under Her Skin, and Brainstorm will be coming out probably later in 2018. I don't have a release date set yet, but it has been complete, and so for a while. So that will probably come out later this year. And I will tell you that the main male character in Brainstorm is introduced in this novel. So if you want to find out more about Everton and Citrine, and if you want to have a preview of the main male character in Brainstorm, check out Under Her Skin. Happy reading.